Earnings news here. Snowflake shares rising this morning after reporting fourth quarter results that saw expanding revenues and losses. Joining us now in a CNBC exclusive, Snowflake CEO Frank Slootman. Frank, welcome. Now, what I am most curious about, having looked at these earnings, highly anticipated, is the growth momentum. Your product revenue was up 116%, I believe, year over year. Current quarter, you're projecting 94% at the midpoint, so roughly still doubling. Also, you said 77 customers have generated more than $1 million in product revenue, up from 44 a year ago. So tell us about that. Is that they're consuming the same thing, but just more of it? Or are you expanding your product offerings and the customers are buying more?
Yeah, John, it's really a confluence, of factors. I mean, the market is really developing in front of us. So this is not a static world. It's incredibly fluid. And the reason is, cloud computing provides a completely variable capacity environment. So, customers can scale at will. I mean, the only limitations to what they can and can't do are their budgets and their imagination. And, the marketers are moving on both those things. We see that every day. So it's incredibly liberating to be in a variable and not a fixed capacity environment, because people can go after their backlogs, and once they check that off, they're on to all kinds of different things. So this is really fueling the flames of digital transformation in a huge way. So that's where it's coming from.
I think investors probably struggle to understand the market opportunity for players like Snowflake. And when I say players like Snowflake, I mean those that are well-positioned in a cloud environment. I might include Marvell in that. We're going to talk to them later. They have this ASICs play that's particularly relevant with big cloud players. But before we go more into that, tell me about the decision to eliminate the dual-class share structure so soon and with the lockup expiring tomorrow.
Yeah, that's really not a huge topic, and people should not take much away of that. Dual class structure is administratively, operationally incredibly onerous, and we just got sick of it. In other words, the upshot that you get from it in terms of controls, it's a typical thing that happens in Silicon Valley during the private stages of companies, and once you go public, it's just an ordeal, and we decided to say, the hell with it, we're done and we're moving on. So this just simplifies life, for our back office operations. That's really what it is.
Frank, those comments, it's Deirdre, by the way, good morning. Does that apply to Snowflake, or do you think that other tech companies, a lot of tech companies have that dual class structure? Do you think that their lives would be simplified if they got rid of them too?
Oh, no doubt. I mean, everybody's these are all administrative type of issues that we're all subject to. So everybody is suffering the same set of consequences of that structure. Now, there's obviously a reason why people have dual class structures, and you sort of need to decide how important that is to you. We decided that it wasn't.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.